Hello my friends, today video we're going to implement a custom middleware with the multiple roles in the Laravel 9. We will have three different roles such as a user, editor, and admin. And first, I suppose you already have a Laravel project in your local machine. And now we will modify the code in the user migration file because we want to add a new column or new field in the table users. And this file is coming by default. I haven't created manually. Alright, now we open up this file and I'm going to insert a new line which is a column row, and the data type is the tiny integer because we just store the number just like a 0, 1, 2, which is a cell within the space, and it is represent to the each row, and we have the 3 rows. So by default, I'm going to place it with the 0, which is mean the role as user. So I'm going to comment on this. Okay, now let me show you my database. I have created a database given name as the Laravel, and in .env file we have a database connection in here. By default, I didn't change anything, and we have a database name, username, password, so our connection is done. Okay. So what we are going to do is to launch the terminal in my Visual Studio Code, and we're going to run the command to migrate the table in the database. You see we have an error, so let's find what's going on. Okay, so we're going to fix this in the app service provider, which is located in here. And in this boot function, we are going to put the schema default string with a specific length, and then we don't forget to import the user class on the top here. Okay, we're going to run it again because we have a created table, so we have to delete the table in the database. And now let's go run it again. Okay, it's done. Now we're going to create a custom attribute which we will return as the value roles in the text instead of the number 0, 1, 2 like that. We store in the number, but we can return with this value just like user, editor, and admin. Okay, anyway, don't forget import the attribute. And then now we're going to update the package.json because we want to build with the Laravel mix. I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to paste it back. And now we start install the UI. And then we're going to install the bootstrap file. And with this command, we'll generate an authentication page with the login and the register. And then we are going to install the Laravel Max. It's download the dependencies. And we're going to run the npm, make sure that you have installed the Node.js to run this command, okay? And finally, we're going to run once again to compile the CSS and the JavaScript. And now it starts build the dependencies, bootstrap style, and the JavaScript. Okay, now we're done. In this step, we start to create a middleware with the command artisan. We call this file as the user role middleware, and then the file will generate automatically. So let's find in the http middleware, and there it is. We are going to check the connection to allow for the next request, but I will add a new parameter named role that we will paste it from the routes.php file that we're going to do next step. And now we can check that if the user login success and access the URL match to their role, and then we allow to access the URL. Okay, this is not a function. And for else, we are going to return as the JSON that show the message no permission page that we can access to this page. Okay, so the last, don't forget import auth. And the next, we're going to register the middleware in the canal.php. I'm going to copy this and open the canal file. Scroll to the last, add as the next array element. Copy this and paste. Follow the pattern, and then I'm going to alias this name to the user role. Paste it back here. Then we're going to change the class name. Go to copy class name. And we done registering here. So now let's collapse this tree view a little bit. What we're going to do next is to add route to match each role and the controller. You can see here this route is the login and register page, which come with the authentication by default. And this below sample route, we're going to group the route with the middleware. So let's call the middleware parentheses and paste the array, which means that we can apply more than one middleware in each route. So the first, we add the auth middleware and then the middleware that we just created. The auth middleware is the built-in middleware which you can find in here and here. Okay. In here we will specify role user separate by the colon. Next, we're going to group the route. So if any routes inside this group have to filter with the auth and user role middleware, and the role must be the user. We will use only one controller, which is already created. And this route will call the method user home. And I'm going to give it name. In here, we have to import where controller come from. And we're going to import here, which is located in app http controller. And the class name, as you can see here, is the namespace should follow. Okay, it's the same. Now I'm going to copy and paste two more for different group role, and we just change a little bit. I'm going to comment on this for editor route and the route as editor, and put the URL, function name, and the last one is the name of route. For last one is the admin. URL and a function name. The last one is the name. Okay, now we're done. So for the next, we're going to create a method. In this constructor, we can remove this auth filter because we already group filter in the route already. And here, I'm going to change to the user home function and return to view with the message as the function in the user role. I will copy two more for supply different roles, editor and admin. And then I'm going to change this message. Okay, now it's fine. we can use the same view but a different message. Now let's find a view. Here is a home which uses a blade directive to extend from other layout that are located in another directory. You can see here it has a head and body of the HTML, and if we scroll down we can see this GL keyword which is will embedded all the layouts extended from this layout. Now I will change this to show the username and the message that we pass from the controller. In this step, we will implement login function which is performed in the login page when we log into the specified role and redirect to the correct user role page. Let's say a public function login and pass the parameter request. We have to import the class, so I'm going to copy this file and paste it back. Here we're going to receive our request from the client. Then I'm going to validate the following email and the password. Then we start compare checking with the database when we log in by the following code. Okay, if the login credential is correct, we're going to check another role which conform with the user. First is admin. If the condition is matched, we will redirect to the route admin homepage. And I will use this name, so I'm going to copy it from the route.php. At the same, we have to check another two roles as well. Check with the role editor and redirect to the home editor. And for else, role is we're going to redirect to the role user. For last, if we was incorrect login, we're going to return to the login page again with the error message. Okay, now let's go to database. The table user, there is no any data, so we're going to create a seeder to produce and sample data for testing. With this command, now it's gonna generate a new file which is located in database directory, seeder, and this file. Okay, now we're going to implement sample user, but first we're going to import the model in this class. For this run function, which gonna call to generate a record, I will instance 3 new users in different roles for testing. Okay, the last we're going to loop those array and create a user. Okay, let's run the command. Oh, sorry, wrong command. Wait, another mistake. Oh, I got wrong variable which should plurals. Okay, so let's run again. Hope it's worked. Let's see, in database there are 3 records. Now let's run the Laravel server. Hope it's worked. Okay, now the page is worked properly with the style and the UI. So let's key in with the first user and log in. Oh, I made another mistake in the login controller file. Okay, this one is the function. So let's do some change. Okay, another one in the middleware. So let's do it again. Hope it's fine. Now we can see the user login. So I'm going to log out with another user role. And see it redirect to the different route URL link. And if we access to the URL another user which is not matched to the role that you can see, it is no permission to access. Alright guys, hope you find this lesson helpful. I do appreciate if you guys click subscribe, hit the bell and turn on the notification. And I will see you in the next video.